Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to be doing an activity where we're going to show you two different pictures that have several dots on it, and we're going to try to think of the different ways in which you can count and find out how many numbered dots there are on each of them. We have several expectations for you during this activity. First and foremost, it's very important that you explain to us what you're thinking. It's not just about the answer, but I want to know how you got to your answer. Secondly, it's very important that we listen to one another's answers. Can someone tell me why that's important? Yes?
So that we can learn from the ways other people think.
So that we can learn from the ways that other people think. Thank you. Now let's move to that third expectation. I expect everyone to be able to build off each other's ideas. I might even ask you to explain in your own words what someone else said. Let's get those expectations one more time. Can someone tell them to me, please?
We're supposed to listen to each other's answers.
Listen to each other's answers, yeah?
Think of our own answers.
Think of your own answers? Does someone have a different way to explain that?
You explain your answer?
Explain your answers. What exactly does that mean?
So we understand better?
So you understand better. So am I looking for just the answer? What exactly am I looking for in your explanation? Yes?
An explanation of how you got the answer, so others can learn how you thought.
All right. Thank you for that one. And what was our third expectation?
To be prepared.
To be prepared for what exactly?
We're trying to make sense of each other's ideas.
To be prepared to make sense of each other's ideas. Thank you for that. Now that we've got all of our expectations, we're going to also be working today with our silent thumbs. Now, what is a silent thumb? That means when I'm asking questions, when I'm getting answers, when other students are speaking, I don't want any hands going up. I want just a silent thumb. There's going to be no screaming, no yelling, no calling out, a silent thumb. Can I see everybody's silent thumb? Thank you very much. So, to begin, let's look at this 4x5 frame. Has everybody seen this before?
Yes.
Everybody seen a 4x5 frame?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yes.
In our activity, I'll be showing you two different cards. Each one will look like this 4x5 frame. And I will be showing you cards two at a time. Each will have a number of dots in the boxes. When I show you the cards, I will be holding it up for approximately 3 seconds, and then I will cover them back up again. I will let you look again later on, but I want you to focus on the picture and try to figure out how many dots there are without counting them. When you finished your thought process and you think you figured it out, I ask to see a silent thumb. Now let me see those silent thumbs one more time, and let's not forget our expectations. Now, let's move on to the first one. Can somebody tell me how many dots you see?
I see one dot.
You see one dot? Does anybody see anything else? Everyone sees one dot.
Yes.
All right. So, let's move on to another example, a tricky one. I'm going to show you the following picture quickly, and I want you to tell me how many dots there are. I'm going to let you see it for 3 seconds, and then I'm going to hide it.
I see 40 dots.
You see 40 dots?
Yes, I did.
40 dots. Now, does somebody see a different number?
No.
You all see 40 dots?
That's correct.
All right, I'm going to show it to you one more time. Now, I'm going to ask you to please tell me how you got to the answer 40.
I knew that 4 times 5 equals 20.
So you knew that 4 times 5 is equal to 20. Now, where did that 4 times 5 come from?
I knew that was a 4 by 5 grid.
It was a 4 by 5 grid. Okay, so 4 by 5 equals 20. Can you continue?
20 plus 20 equals 40.
And 20 plus 20 equals 40. Now, where did that second 20 come from?
Because there are 2 4 by 5 grids.
So each picture had 20 dots on it.
Yes.
All right. So you were using repeated addition. Did somebody get to the same answer differently since you all got to the number 40? Yes, you have a different strategy?
So I saw differently than my fellow classmate over here. I saw 8 rows of 5 dots.
You saw 8 rows of 5 dots. You saw it 8 rows by 5 dots. Now let's look at our image here. So 8 rows of 5. Can you explain to me the 8 rows of 5, please, how you saw it? Would you like to continue? Do you have an explanation for Corey's thought process?
Oh, yes, I do.
Okay.
If you count going down, there's 5.
So you counted going downwards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Indeed. And then going across, I counted 8.
2, 3, 4. Now where do you see 8?
Well, if you just continue counting, there's another 4.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Indeed.
Okay, and then you saw, can you continue explaining it to me? Where you saw the 8 rows of 5 dots?
Well, then you have 8 times 5.
So you saw it as a big picture like this?
Yeah.
8 times 5?
Yeah.
So then how many dots is this? 8 times 5?
It's 40.
It's 40 dots. So we are all in consent here that our answer today is 40 dots.
Yes.
That is
Alright.
correct.
So we're going to try another problem that's a little bit more complicated, but I know you guys can do it. Can I see your silent thumbs to know that everyone still remembers? Great. Silent thumb in the back? Perfect. So let's try this problem now. Can I see your silent thumb for an answer? Perfect. Do we want to see it one more time?
Yes, please.
So can I get some answers? How many dots did you see?
I saw 36.
You saw 36 dots.
Me too.
36 dots. I heard a me too. You saw 36 dots too?
Yes.
Did anybody else count a different number of dots or get to a different answer? Everybody got to 36?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Corey, let's go to you. You said 36 first. How did you get to 36? What was your strategy?
So I noticed that the two charts were the same as last time, except this time it was 4 dots missing. So I subtracted 4 from our last answer, which was 40.
Okay, so you just counted backwards. You minused 4 from your
That is
answer.
correct. I counted
so
the 4
you said
missing
that it
dots.
was 40 minus 4, which is equal to 36. So you counted. All right. Does anyone have a different strategy? You have a different strategy?
Yes.
What did you do?
Last time I saw the same as last image, except I removed the last row.
You saw the same thing as the last image, except you removed the last row. You saw the same thing as last image, except you removed the last row. So how did you get to your answer?
Well, there were originally 10 rows of 4,
There were originally 10 rows of 4,
which are equal to 40 dots.
which is equal to 40. Okay.
But then there was one row missing.
There was one row missing. So Jacob, can you tell me what that means when there's one row missing?
I think that means there's 9 dots. 9 rows, actually.
That means that there's 9 rows?
9 rows of 4.
9 rows of 4.
And I think if I calculated that correctly, that's 36.
36.
Oh, it's the same answer.
So, can I say that I had 10 rows of 4 and I took away 1 row of 4?
Yes.
Yes.
So, what was our final answer again?
36.
36. All right. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, so we're going to continue with our quick images. I just want to remind everyone of our expectations again. So what did we say with Miss Jillian? Can someone repeat one of the expectations? I know we saw 3. Yes.
Listen to each other's ideas.
Listen to each other's ideas. Second one, yes. You.
Explain your answer so that everyone else can understand your answer and learn from what you said.
Perfect. And the third one, you kind of mentioned it, but I'll just read it. We also have to try and make sense of each other's ideas. So if one of your colleagues says something, then I would kind of expect someone else to try and explain what that person said. Okay? Silent thumbs, are we good to go? Good. Okay, so I'm going to show you a different 2 sets of cards for 3 seconds, and we're just going to try and figure out how many dots there are, just like we did in the first time. So, ready? These are the dots. Okay. Can I see silent thumbs? Has everyone have their answer in their heads? Yes? Okay. I know there are a lot of dots, so I'm just going to show them one more time again for 3 seconds. Okay, so now I'm going to show you a 3rd time, and this time I really want you to try and revise your answers, and don't be shy if you have the wrong answer or not. It's not an issue at all. So you could even talk in pairs amongst each other after I show you the picture, so we can all see. Here we go. Oops. Okay, so now I'm just going to leave it open so that we have a clear view, and I'm going to ask for your answers in a moment. Okay. Anybody tell me what answers they got? Yes.
32 dots.
You got 32. So I'm just going to write 32 here. Did anybody else get a different answer?
I got 30.
You got 30? Okay, let's write 30 here. So did we get any other answers, or was it only 32 and 30?
I got 32.
You got 32 as well? Okay, so we see that we have that on the board. So let's start with, can someone explain to me how they got 32? Yes.
So previously we had another image which was only missing 1 row of 4, and that gave us 36 dots. And I counted 8 missing dots this time, and so I did the original number, which was 40, minus 8, which gave us 32.
Gave us 32. Okay, so let's go step by step with this, okay? So you're telling me that you saw... Read again, you saw...
I saw on a previous image, well, I know total that there are 40 squares.
Okay, so you knew that there were already 40 squares in the
From
two.
a previous question.
Yes, exactly.
And another previous question was only missing 4 dots, which gave us 36.
Okay.
And which is 1 row on 1 image. And then this time there were 2 rows missing, like 1 row per image.
Okay,
and
so
that's
you're
8
saying
dots.
that this row right here, this one, is
Yes.
missing.
Yes.
And then this one on this side is missing as well.
Yes.
And you know that there are how many squares on this row?
4.
4. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then?
And using my basic math skills, I was able to addition the 4 and the 4 to give us 8.
Okay, so you did this. Oops. So this altogether is 4. And then this altogether is 4. And then you addition both of those. So let's see if I can write this down. So you did 4 plus 4, which equals 8. And then you knew that this, you had to
Subtract
Yeah.
the initial number, the initial amount of squares, which is 40.
Okay, so let's do this. You knew that there are 40 dots before in the other image, and then you just subtracted 8, and that gave you
32.
32.
So 40 minus is 8 equals 32.
I did it a different way though.
So
We always thought it's good.
we could maybe even look at it this way. If we were going to use multiplication. Yes? Okay, so 40 minus, how can we do this? You said there was 2 4s, so maybe can I do 2 times 4?
2. Yes.
Yes? Okay, so 2 times 4. And that would give me 32.
32.
Okay, good. Now, this one over here, 30. So can you tell me how you got 30?
I miscounted, and now I understand that my answer was wrong, and that Corey had the correct answer. And the answer is actually 32, not 30.
Okay, so you miscounted, so that now after the quick images are exposed like this, you saw the answers?
Yes.
Okay, so you changed your mind, and it's 32 now?
Yes.
I got 32 a different way though.
You got 32 a different day? Do you want to explain how you got 32?
I saw that there's 4 rows of 8.
So you saw 4 rows of 8. Okay, so can you tell me how you saw them? You saw it as one big picture?
Oh, I mean 8 rows of 4.
Okay, so how did you said that you saw it how?
8 rows of 4.
You saw 8 rows of 4.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up and down.
Okay, so did you start from this side?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is, you saw 1 row. You saw this as 4.
Yeah.
Is that
2.
4, and then this is another row, 4, and then you saw another row.
Yeah.
Do I keep going?
Well, yeah.
4.
And then it's the same. And I knew that was 4 on that side, so there's 4 on the other side, which is 8.
Okay, so you saw another one, and another one. So you saw these as,
I knew there's 8 of them. 8 of them.
you knew that there was 8 of them in total.
And each one has 4, so if I do 8 times 4, it's 32.
Okay, so you did, after seeing all the rows, you did
I did pretty much 8 times 4.
8 times 4, and that gave you
32.
2. Okay. So we can say that maybe you even use repeated addition in your head as thinking.
Yeah. I added 4 8 times.
So you would added 4 8 times. So you did 4 plus
4.
and then
4.
4.
okay. So you did 8 times 4. So yeah. So this, can someone tell me if we've seen this before in our previous quick images? Did we see it anywhere?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
We saw repeated addition in the other image. We had the 40.
When it was 4 times 5 equals 20, that could just be done as 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4.
Okay, so it could have been done 5 times. So that's right. We saw repeated addition right over here
With Miss Jillian.
with Miss Jillian. And then we repeated this. So this also gave us 32.
That means can all multiplications be repeated addition?
That's exactly what it means.
Oh wow.
I didn't know that.
Okay. Okay, so we're gonna continue. There's another image I'm gonna show you. And again, don't forget your silent thumbs when you have your answers ready and think about your strategies in your head. Are we ready?
Yes.
Silent thumbs. Okay, I'm gonna show it one more time. Okay, now I'm going to show you a third and final time. So this time, please revise your answers, and you can also discuss in pairs if you have the same answer or not. So here are our images. Now, can anyone tell me what number they got?
24.
I heard a 24.
Yeah.
Someone got 24.
I got that as well.
So did I.
So everyone got the number 24.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's write 24 right here. Okay. Can someone tell me how they got the number 24? Yes.
I know that 2 times 4 equals 8.
Okay. So you know that 2 times 4 equals 8.
Which represents the section with less dots.
Represents this one.
Yes.
Okay. So can you tell me exactly how you saw 2 times 4 on this page?
Because I know that there are 2 rows
There are 2 rows. Okay.
of 4.
2 rows of 4. So there's 1 row of 4, and then there's 2 rows of 4. Okay.
And then I knew that 4 plus 4 equals 8, which made just right that multiplication can be referenced to repeated addition.
Okay. So you did 2 times 4, and that gave you 8. Okay. Perfect.
And
And then how did you see for this
because
image?
I knew that there were 4 rows of 8 and 4 rows of 4.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I messed up.
It's okay. So you saw 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then you said you saw this 4 times. So you saw 4 times 4.
Yes.
And how many dots did you get with that?
I got 4 times 4 is equal to 16 dots.
16 dots. Okay, so I'm just going to write that. You saw 4 times 4 equals 16. Okay, and then what did you do?
And then I did 8 plus 16 equals 24. Because you want to know the total dots of the 2 images.
Okay, so you did 8 plus 16, and you resulted with, what did you say again?
24.
24 dots. Okay. So maybe we could even represent it this way so it's a bit more clear. So you did the first image, you saw 4 times 4, and that gave you 16. And then you added the other one that you saw from the other image,
Yes, which is 2 times 4.
and then that gave you 8. And then you added these 2,
Yes,
and that gave you a total of
24.
24. Okay, can anyone explain to me how can anyone explain to me how he saw this on the images? Yeah, can someone say that, please?
He doubled his answer.
He doubled his answer. So you can say that he just used.
So there were 2 rows on one picture and
Yes.
4 on the other.
Okay.
And 4 is 2 times bigger than 2.
Oh.
And 4 times 2 times bigger.
Oh, so there's 8 on that one, so it's double the size, it'll be 16.
Yes, exactly.
It's times 2, because it's double the size.
I saw it differently though.
How did you see it? Let's show your.
So I knew that the picture with more dots is a total of 20 squares, but it's missing 4 dots. So I took 1 row from the right picture with the least dots, and I moved it to the one with more dots to fill out the whole grid, which would give me 20 dots, and then I counted the rest.
And then you just counted the rest.
Yeah. Which
Okay.
was 4.
So you brought this row over here, and then you saw the other dots like this, and you said that you knew that there were already 20 because
We've gone over that.
we've
before.
gone over them. So you did 20. Let's do it over here. So you did 20 plus 4, and that gave you
24.
No, I think he did 20 minus 4.
No, 20 plus 4. Because I had 1 full picture filled out, and then I counted the rest.
and then you got 24.
That is correct.
Perfect. Okay. So now I think we're kind of out of time to see the other quick image. So I just want to say that it was nice work working together. I liked how everyone listened to each other's ideas, and I also liked how you explained your strategies. We came up with a lot of strategies, and yeah, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.